trace the history of Cebu Eastern College, we have to go back in time to find its root in a very small school called the Cebu Chinese School, founded in the year 1915. The founders of our school were immigrants from Fujian, China, who came to the Philippines and settled in Cebu. In 1915, they established the Tianghua School, or the Cebu Chinese School. The school was built at the Masalang Street. The founders envisioned of educating their children in the mores and traditions of their forefathers. The first school administrator was Mr. Lau Chun Tek. Amid hard times and tight financial situation, Mr. Lau Chun Tek laboriously endeavored and dedicated his 25 fruitful years in the expansion of the school. Sometime in 1925, another school called Tiongsan School was organized by people affiliated with the Kuomintang group. The school was named after Dr. Sun Yat-sen, the founding father of modern China. The school was built at Dihacosalam Street. Mr. Uy Tianchok was its first administrator. After him, Mr. Ong Bichong took over. In 1937, when the Sino-Japanese War was raging in China, in order to promote unity and economy in school operation, the two schools decided to merge. The merger in 1938 gave rise to Wakiao School, or better known as Cebu Chinese High School, in the local community. Dr. Su Shen-Tien became the administrator of the merged school. When World War II broke out in the Philippines and the Japanese invaded the country, the school administrator stopped its operation. With the heavy bombings and destructions brought about by the war, all our school buildings were burned down and destroyed. In 1946, after the liberation, the school reopened. Makeshift structures were constructed. Wakiao School was restored from the rampage of war. However, in 1950, amid differences of opinions among people of good intentions, Dr. Su and some teachers left the school and organized Lamto School. Dr. Matthew Go was designated administrator of the fragmented Wakiao School. The split was, however, short-lived. The community leaders urged the two schools to reunite and merge again. Thus, in 1952, the merged school became Tiongkok Tiong-o. The official name Cebu Chinese High School was retained. Dr. Tan Yao-eng was designated as a new administrator. After he left the school, Mr. Shen Tu-teng was appointed. Prior to his joining the academe, Mr. Shen was a Chinese consul in Manila. Under his watch, the first concrete building was constructed. This building to this day housed the high school campus and the administration office. In 1958, Dr. Chen Lepu was installed as a new school administrator. Dr. Chen was a political science graduate of Nanking University and the University of Illinois, USA. Being himself a writer, Dr. Chen presented school plays where students actively participated. He sponsored beauty contests and crowned school queens and princesses in order to raise funds to construct more school buildings. In 1962, the school was renamed Tonghong Tiong-o, and in 1975, it was renamed Tonghong Ha-i. Through the years, the official school name was changed from Cebu Chinese High School to finally Cebu Eastern College. Under his watch, from 1958 up to 1989, in the span of 32 years, Dr. Chen constructed 7 concrete school buildings. They are the elementary building. This 3-story building is famous for its auditorium. The auditorium was renovated in 1996. It is in this auditorium where programs and commencement exercises are being held. This is the second concrete structure. The third concrete structure is the Cosalem Elementary Building, while the fourth one is the Cosalem Kindergarten Building. The fifth concrete structure is a 3-story building, popular for its gymnasium. Here, basketball intramurals and other physical education activities are held. Aside from the elementary classrooms, it has also the kindergarten classrooms and an indoor playroom. This is the 6th building or the left wing. The 7th building was named the Chen Le Fu Building as proposed by the CEC Alumni Association. Here, we have the Chinese Library, the College Library, and the High School Library. Inside the High School Library is a click station, an internet facility. It has also a speech laboratory. The 8th building, or the right wing, was constructed as the student population continues to increase. It has a canteen on the ground floor, a computer room, a science laboratory, and an audio-visual room donated by the CEC Alumni Association. For the safety and well-being of the students, a pedestrian bridge was constructed with the financial assistance of the Cebu Chinese Cultural Association. In 1989, Dr. Chen retired from school, leaving an unprecedented legacy. He died in 1998 at a ripe age of 92. Before his retirement, Dr. Chen had endorsed Ms. Josefa Yap Shock Eng to succeed him. Ms. Yap has likewise dedicated her entire life to the upliftment of Chinese education and culture. She had been with the school since 1951. She rose from the ranks. She was officially designated as a school administrator in the year 1990. Under her term, Ms. Yap held a cultural presentation depicting the various costumes of ancient China. She likewise sponsored school fairs and student exhibits. She founded the CEC School Teachers Beneficial Fund. She sponsored the very successful Miss CEC contest in order to raise the much-needed resources for the foundation. From its humble beginnings, the school had grown from nothing to what it is today. It had been under the care of 9 administrators. It underwent splits and mergers. The Chinese nomenclatures may have changed due to these various circumstances. Nevertheless, from its establishment up to the present, the Cebu Eastern College, under the guidance of the Board of Trustees, had its focus always on the love and care for Chinese Confucian education. It remained faithful to the original mission of its ancient founders while expanding its scope and vision, embracing the native culture and traditions and responding to the needs of the modern world.